Look, here's a win in court. I was pulled over at 1:30 in the morning, driving a black Honda Accord with tinted windows and nice chrome wheels. The reason for being pulled over supposedly was that when I turned my blinker on, I failed to wait 50 yards to change lanes. Yeah. He asked for driver's license, registration, proof of insurance. I said, I do not have such items. Why don't you have those items? I said, because I am not required by law to have those items. I am protected by the Constitution. The Constitution was written to protect me from the tyranny of evil men. And the cop kind of chuckled, you know. And I was like, yeah, so anyways, what else do you need? He said, well, do you have an ID card? I said, sure, I have an expired one. Here's one. Here. Okay, hang on, I'll be back. Typical. Go run the name. Come back. He says, well, I'm going to have to place you under arrest for driving while license suspended. Because it is a crime in Washington State to drive while license is suspended. I said, I do not have a license. I handed you an expired identification card. How can I drive with a license suspended when I do not have a license contract with the state? Oh, well, in the computer it says that you're suspended. I said, how can something that doesn't exist be suspended? Hello? God damn, bureaucrats are so stupid. So anyways, he's like, well, this is what I have to do. And I said, yeah, whatever. So, of course, because they're the fuckers with the guns, you have to cooperate with them, or they'll hurt you. So I cooperate. And as he puts handcuffs on my wrists, I told him, I have to tell you by law that you are now kidnapping me. And he slowed down a second, looked at his partner. He said, okay, let's put you back in the back of the car. And then they searched the car unlawfully without a warrant. First of all, they pulled me over, declaring a false emergency because it's such an emergency that you turn your blinker on and don't wait 50 yards before you change lanes. Are you kidding me? In the middle of fucking night, there's nobody back there but a goddamn cop trolling? I don't fucking think so. That's an emergency, whatever. So he's got the felonies racking up. He's operating under color of law, enforcing policy against me. It doesn't apply. And he kidnapped me, declared a false emergency. That was his first felony. False arrest. He arrested me without a warrant in the first place. The being pulled over constituted an arrest because it's called a detainment. And if you were to look at the law, you would find that a detainment constitutes an arrest. And if they do not have a warrant, or you have not committed or look like you're about to commit a crime at the time that they engage with you, they have committed a felony arrest, declaration of a false emergency, so on and so forth. So the felonies are racking up on this bitch, right? I'm in the back of the car waiting for him to rummage through my perfectly clean car. And he comes back, he looks at the computer, he sees all my history, the failure to appears, because I always ditched out on court. It's all been bullshit. I've always known it. I just didn't know the law behind it. So anyways, he sees all these FTAs and crap, and he says, you know, after looking at your record, I think that I can trust that you're going to show up to court and take care of these matters. So maybe he was hoping I was going to not show up to court so he could put a warrant out. Or I don't know. I think he knew damn well I knew what I was doing. So he gave me the tickets. He said, I will not pull you over again tonight, but I cannot guarantee that my friends won't. So, go ahead and put your car in a good spot and pick it up tomorrow. So I said, thank you. And of course I was courteous with him while I was informing him the whole time. I wasn't being a jerk to him. I told him, you know, I'm standing up for my rights. And I know damn well that I'm protected by the Constitution. If you were to abide by the Constitution, you would not be doing what you are doing now. Thank you very much, sir. It's basically my attitude. Okay? So then I take those little faggot tickets to the court to challenge them. I get to court, this is what they hand me. In the District Court of the State of Washington, in and for the County of Spokane, case number CR 91469, IN 483459. Motion for and order of dismissal. The basis. The state moved the court for an order dismissing the above captioned matter. The finding, after reviewing the case record to date and the basis for the motion, the court finds there is a good cause to grant the state's motion to dismiss. See, the state motioned for dismissal. Not me. I didn't follow a goddamn thing in there. I just went in there to challenge their jurisdiction. Right? State motion to dismiss in the interest of justice. They crossed out, the defendant has a license. I didn't go get a license. Why would I want one of those? I don't drive commercially. I travel, man. So they dismissed, not because I had a license, but because based upon the facts of this case, the state declines to prosecute. It is ordered that the case be dismissed and that any failure to appear and or warrants from this case be recalled. Dated 10/8/08, signed by a deputy prosecuting attorney and a color of law judge/commissioner. Now, when I went to the court, before they handed me this, I was standing in the doorway telling everyone in the courtroom, hey, look at me. You do not have to have a license to travel and mind your own business in your private automobile when you are not engaged in commerce, like a taxi or a trucker. Okay? Now look at the head of the court. Do you see the gold-fringed flag sitting up there? Yes. Please, when you go home, Google gold-fringed flags. Read about it. Look it up. This means you're in a military court that does not have lawful jurisdiction over not one person in here, unless you are a taxi driver or a delivery driver or some form of commercial driver. If you are traveling in your private automobile to go from home to work, to the store, to your friend's house, to go buy pot, whatever the hell you want, you do not have to have a license to do that. Thank you. Now look it up. And then when it came my turn, they handed me this, and I was out of there. Never heard back from them again. You know? They won't mess with me. Spokane has already had lawsuit after lawsuit from people like me. I know quite a few of them. And I tell you what, they will not mess with you. If you know what you're